Now please make a note of this then. A good plan is like a roadmap. It shows the final destination, and usually it shows the best way to get there. Words of Stanley Joe, very important. A plan doesn't just show you where you want to go. It also shows you usually the best way to get there. It is important for you to be able to change a plan than to not have a plan. Plans may change, but purposes are permanent. Your purpose is your destination. Your plan is the route to get there. If you want to go to the airport in your country right now, in your city, there are many roads to get there. I went to the airport yesterday to take my colleague, Dr. Morgan, and his wife to the airport. And when I got to an area, there was an obstruction. They call it a detour. The detour did not cancel my trip. I simply had to go another way to get to the same destination. Life is that way. When you meet an obstruction, don't turn back. And that obstruction may be many things, like getting pregnant because you made a bad decision out of wedlock. Don't kill the baby. Keep the baby and go another route. If your house burns down, that's a detour. Rent an apartment and call an architect. Don't commit suicide because your house burned down. Make another alternative plan. You cannot have a plan B if there is no plan A. And you can't have no plan A if you have no plan at all. So it's critical for you to understand that planning protects your life even from depression, from obstructions. Proverbs is a powerful book when you want to read about planning. Chapter 20, verse 18, write it down please. It said, make plans by seeking advice. If you wage war, obtain guidance first. Make plans by what? Seeking advice. If you want to know who I am in your life right now at this moment, I am your advisor. And what I'm doing to you now is helping you to make a plan for your life and for your business and for your family and for your marriage and for your future and for your career and for your education. Make plans, the Word of God says, by seeking advice. And if you're going to go into a fight, he says, obtain guidance before you start. Write this down. Never pick a fight you can't win. Plan how you're going to win before you pick the fight. David did not go out to meet Goliath as an experiment. David practiced with that sling. Before Goliath met him, he became an expert slinger. So he walked out with confidence because he knew he gonna win this. Do you know how he knew? He knew that a man with a sword cannot stop a rock. So when you go out with your life in the morning, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, always go out with a confidence. This day is mine. Say it. Say it with passion. This day is mine. You gotta wake up every morning that way. That means you gotta already live the day before you start. A plan is finishing before you start. Even your government, Ministry of Works in your country, won't allow you to start a house until you show them the finished house. Look at Proverbs 21 verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as those who rush into life leads to poverty. People without a plan will become poor. That's scriptural prophetic fact. In other words, we plan our poverty by not planning our profit. We are the way we are because we didn't think enough. There are people, for example, who retired but didn't have a plan after retirement. I don't know, sometimes we think things just gonna work out. Things don't just work out. They will work you out if you don't have what? A plan. You gotta plan everything if you want that thing to be what you want. Now, I want to stress something here about success and failure. And this is Myles Munroe quote. Write it down. Whether you succeed or fail depends on the plan you have or don't have. I repeat, whether you succeed or fail in life depends on the plan you have or don't have. And so success is waiting for a plan. Planning is more work than working. You spend more time planning in life than actually working the plan. This is why the Bible uses the word haste. You can't go into life hastily. You have to stop and think. Let me show you what I mean about planning. I want you to get every statement here. I'm going to give you a definition of planning. For some of you never found out what it is. Write it down. What is planning? Number one, planning is the management of the distance between your conception and your destination. Planning is the management of the distance between your birth and your death. Planning, therefore, has to do with that distance that is dynamic. Secondly, planning is applying purpose to time. Time is present anyhow. Planning is giving that time purpose, meaning. Thirdly, planning is documented, preconceived determination of how time will be used. I want to break these words down very carefully. They say in paper, they're very small words. Planning is when you document a preconceived determination of how you will have your time used. Time is going to come anyhow. So what planning does is forces you to put on paper how you determine to use that time. You telling time, you will be used for this. You ain't going to tell me what to do, I'm going to tell you what to do, time. And that's what planning is. Fourthly, planning is giving meaning to unused time motivated by a clear sense of purpose. I repeat, time and planning is giving meaning to unused time. You ain't used it yet. And that is motivated by a clear sense of purpose. You are going somewhere. For example, what will you do with tomorrow? It's unused at the moment. You ain't there yet. So my question is, what are you going to do with the 24 hours that begins at 12:01 tonight? Have you determined what that 24 hours will do connected to your life's purpose? Every day, this is Myles Munroe's habit, I always plan at least one thing that takes me toward my eternal destiny. Every day. I have many things to do, but I try to do one thing that moves me toward my assignment in life. Every day, at least one thing. It might be a phone call, it might be an email that I have to write, it might be meeting with someone who has information. In other words, you must have your time determined by your purpose. Number 5, planning is regulation of time. You regulate the time. Number 6, planning is planning the use of resources. This is very important. Say it with me. Planning is planning the use of resources. Resources means your time, your energy, your talent, your gift, your relationships, your money, your house, your car, your fuel. How are you going to use them? Planning helps you to regulate them. Some of you have been driving your cars to a place that ain't giving you no money. You spend the whole day driving around to meet meet people who can't help you. You misuse to fuel. Think about it. The wear on your car tire is taking you to places, to people who are taking from you, not giving to you. That's abuse of resources because you didn't plan. If you had a plan, then every time you jump in your car, there's a purpose for the ride. There are people who dropping in on you. Tell them drop right back out. Let me tell you something, friends. People call me, are you busy? I say yes. Sometimes I know it is. I say, okay, you got 2 minutes. Why? I ain't got a lot of time for you. I know you. 2 minutes. Say what you got to say. If you take more than 2 minutes, then you better see somebody else. Thank you. If you don't control your time, other people will. So planning is planning the use of your resources. And number 7, big time, write it down. Planning is taking control of your future. The next 12 months, who's going to control them in your life? The only way to answer that question is with a plan.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. Please remember you can support us on our Patreon page and you get access to exclusive content and full videos. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so and click the notification bell to be the first to receive newer content. Please don't forget to like and share this video with your friends to be a blessing to them.
Thank you.